Hello, Scrapbookers. This is Megan, and I am back with another Tacos Tuesday video for you. Today, I have this photo of my boys, and I had already started the layout, I guess. And so I have the photo matted, and I am just trying to figure out what embellishments I want to do with this layout. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do like a flag, and then also to have one of those close to my heart. Uh, what are they called? The flares. So I'm not really too excited about that, but I pull out these cuts that I made with the silhouette, and I made a bunch of them, and they have a bunch of arrows with sayings on them. And so I'm thinking that I'm going to use those as well as a couple of these chipboard pieces. Then I have this sweet girl. It was a Project Life card, I think, and I decided to cut off the girl since my boys are obviously not girls and just use the part that says sweet. So I'm liking this so far, but it's funny because I actually end up with a completely different picture and setup for this layout. So here I'm using this teal color, what is it, gelato? And I'm just using my finger to spread around the colors. So I think I give that up, and I'm going to start using water because it's just too hard to do. Oh yeah, there. See, I went and got a cup of water, and I'm just going to use my finger to spread around the water, and that makes it a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is just kind of do a bunch of different colors all along the layout like this. Or not a bunch of different colors. I'm going to use these two colors and just kind of rotate between the two colors. And then I'm going to put the silhouette cuts on top of each one of the gelato areas. Here I'm thinking that I'm going to use this teal color of gelato and mix it with gesso. Sorry, I can't talk today. I can't think of words, but it's not really working out that great. So I'm going to end up spraying it with this Seafoam Heidi Swap Shine. And that works a little bit better, not too much. You can still tell that it's white. So I am just like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to put it together here and just let it dry. And it is what it is. So I sprayed it a little bit more on top of the gesso. And then I'm just going to let it dry. Oh, and I sprayed it some more, apparently. And then I'm going to set that aside. And I think this is where I start to think that this picture and the layering doesn't really go with the teal and the pinkish red color that I have there. So I am going to look for a couple different photos. For some reason, I thought I was going to do something a little bit different with this area to the left, and so I just did a couple little marks, but I don't end up liking that. So I'm trying to put that love cutout up there at the top. It doesn't actually stay there. I also have some of these flares that I want to put on the layout, but I'm just not really sure what I want to do because I am just not liking this at all. So I continue doing what I had been doing with the gelatos and just spreading it around with the water. I pulled out just a plain arrow that I had cut with my silhouette, and I'm going to continue doing this pattern down the whole layout. So I switch up a couple of those words with the arrows on them. And I'm just off to the left going through my drawer that has some silhouette cuts in it and some other embellishments. I had this corrugated heart, which I really liked. It was a sticker, and I got that from the Silhouette design store, the corrugated paper, and then I just used my Silhouette to cut it out. And now here is where I'm going to start putting all of these silhouette cuts into this Xyron sticker maker thing, and then I'm going to just put them each on the layout where I decide I like them. And for right now, I am thinking that this is looking pretty good. I kind of like the way it's set up and everything. The only downfall to using the sticker maker, the Xyron, however you say that, is that the open pieces, like where it's cut out to make the letters, there's still stickiness, like part of the glue is still there. So I had to use like a silhouette tool to make sure that it didn't stick to the, anything else, so that all the glue was gone. So that was kind of time consuming and kind of annoying, but I don't know, maybe it would have been better to use like a liquid glue or something, but I decided that this was how I was going to do it, so I just did it that way. So that's going to take a little while to get all of those down. So I've been thinking a lot about what I'm going to do for the month of May, and I don't think I'm going to stick with my Mixed Media Monday and Tacos Tuesday and anything like that. I might, but at the same time, I have a ton of videos to show you guys, and so what I'm thinking is I'm just probably not even going to pay attention to what day it is, and I'm just going to post layouts as I get the voiceovers done. So this week I've been trying to catch up on, well, actually, I guess when you guys see this, it'll have been last week. I'm trying to catch up on a bunch of voiceovers so that I can schedule them for the next 4 weeks. And hopefully I will be able to keep that up during the summer. So this is where I am going to decide not to use this photo and also that love cutout. So here I'm pulling out some photos of my two boys, and I'm going to cut them down off on this side so you won't be able to see that. And I'm just going to kind of play around with the size of each one of these because I wanted to fit all 3 of these photos on there, but I wanted to make sure I got enough of the photos so that you knew what was going on. So I've got them all cut down to about the size that I want them. I am going to pull out this, I'm not sure what color it is, but I believe it's from Stampin' Up. And I just bought a paper pack from them, and it's a pink color. I don't know what it's called, so I apologize about that. But I'm just going to glue all of these photos on there and make a little mat for them. That photo was a little bit hanging over, so I decided to cut it down a little bit more. And then I will cut out the mat, and I'm going to do a very, very thin border. I was thinking I would also use that tan color. I think that one was called Crumb, but I decided not to. Then I add a little bit more gelato and water to the top and the bottom area of where the photo and the mat are going to be. I think I went away because by this time I had dumped out my water, and so I just took my layout to the bathroom that's right next to my craft room, and I just did it in there. So that's why you didn't see me do that. So here I'm going to glue down the photo, or photos, I guess, and I'm also going to add some more gelato up in the top left-hand corner. It just looked kind of bare up there. So I'm going to put the water on there in the bathroom, and then I'm going to pull out another, I guess right now I was looking through some scraps that I had next to my desk, and then I decide that I don't really like any of them, so I thought about using this frame that I had made with my silhouette. And then also I pulled out this tag, but I'm not really liking any of those things. So I settle on this arrow. And I'm thinking that I'll do my journaling on the arrow, but I don't actually end up doing that. I don't have any journaling on this layout. I don't know why I didn't journal, but I do have a page, another page that goes along with this one. It's not like a 2-page or anything, but I think that's why, because I kind of explain in that, on that layout, what's going on in the photos. So here I am trying to figure out what I want to use for the title, and I am going to use these two. I think it's from October Afternoon, and it's called Daily Flash. And my title is going to be This Is My Forever. And I was going to use this whole uppercase sorry, I'm just really struggling with my words today. So I was going to use the whole uppercase alpha for this, and at first I wanted my title to be This Is the Life, but then I'm thinking, well, I don't really like that, and so I'm going to put it back, and I'm just going to keep the word this, and I'm not really sure where I'm going to place it as of right now. So here is where I start thinking I'm going to use the word forever. And so I put away the word the. And I'm thinking, okay, I like that, but then I'm thinking, well, maybe I want to add the word my. I must have not had enough letters from the other one or something. I'm not really sure why I didn't just stick with that one alpha. But here is where I decide to use is, and the word, this smaller alpha for the words is and my. So I start putting that down on the layout, and we are getting pretty close to the end here now. I am just going to add a flare badge from the Valentine's Day collection from Close to My Heart. And that is pretty much it for this layout. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you liked it, and I will be back tomorrow with another layout. Bye.